What is up, and welcome back to Brett's Bets, presented by Beyond the Arc with Brandon Silvers, where we pick winners in a handful of college football matchups each week to prove our expertise. I am your host, Brandon Silvers. Quick reminder that we use gambling spreads in terminology, but we don't condone gambling, particularly if it's not legal where you are, because we're not built for prison. This is for entertainment only. With that being said, it is once again my honor to welcome my co-host for Brett's Bets, a man who is so good at picking games that we've had to completely hide his identity. He simply knows too much. As a result, I cannot tell you his name, but he does have several aliases. Please welcome the Spartanburg Spread Beater, aka the Irmo Earner, aka the Columbia Coverer, aka the Florence Forecaster, aka the Atlanta Assassin with the sniper sight trained right on your bookie's chest. Originally from Landrum, aka L-Town, but he's not taking any L's this week. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the expert.
All right. Yeah, so another dog shit week last week. I think we're at 2-7 on the year. There was a spell there where I lost 6 in a row. And even the games I didn't lose, both went to overtime, both extremely fortunate wins. So yeah, things aren't going very well. I haven't been on a run this bad since high school, probably, where I went flat broke and went to my dad wanting some advice on how to just quit gambling. Just how do I stop entirely? And he made me go up to the bank and get money out of my grandmother's account and win my money back gambling. And I haven't quit since. So I certainly ain't stopping now. So, yeah, it's been rough, but we'll give it a shot again this week.
But you've been here before, you'd say.
I have been here before, maybe I can just get a little bit of help. Can you put that hotline number back up on the screen really quick?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Hold on. Hey, hello. Thanks for calling the gambling hotline. How can I help you?
Hey, Mike Tirico, I presume. Yeah, I've run into a little bit of trouble with my gambling here. Can you think you could help me out?
Forget about it. We got you covered, man. We dealt with so many problem gamblers throughout my time here. Okay. You're just the seventh one today, Don. Okay. So we've had guys, whole guy, he lost his whole job, NBA referee, whole big thing, job gone, poof, forget about it. We even had a guy, he was getting his pics from a friggin' dog he found on YouTube, okay? We got you covered, no problem, okay?
Well, that sounds great. Who do you like this weekend? What's the plays?
Oh, madam. I can't give you any picks. This is a gambling problem hotline, Don. Hey.
Like quitting gambling?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't need to quit. I need some fucking winners. I'm not trying to quit.
Oh, shit. Okay. You know what? I got a guy. I'll connect you. I got a guy. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yo! Thank you for calling Beyond the Bark with Kobe Silvers. Wanna bet? I'm your pet. How can I help you?
Okay. Yeah, I need some winners for college football this weekend. What do you got?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mister. I only pick NFL games.
Yeah, I can't bet NFL. Saturday's my only day I get to watch football. I got to take the family to the art museum on Sunday, all of that. I can't really watch NFL games. You can't help me with college?
Oh, yeah. I got a guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Moneyline Mike. Give him a call. Tell him I sent you.
Thank you. I'll see what Moneyline Mike has to say.
Goodbye.
Dad? Is that you?
Who the fuck are you?
Dad, it's me.
Who the fuck are you?
Sorry. Dad, it's me.
Oh, Brett, what do you got that shit on your head for?
Man, I've had a rough go of it lately, man. I lost 6 in a row. The ones I did win went to overtime. Just it's been terrible. I don't know what to do. I've been reading all the Vegas experts.
There's your problem right there. There ain't no damn experts when it comes to that shit, man. You'll have them bad weeks, bad weeks. Sometimes it goes on, and it gets worse before it gets better.
Well, so what you're saying is I should just trust my heart?
Yeah, you should just do your own picks. Don't listen to nobody else. Then if you're a loser, you can't blame nobody else.
All right. Well,
but you'll have that. You'll have that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tear up all the shit from the experts. I'm picking my games this week, only me, and I'm ready to go.
Well, that'd be the best thing for you to do.
Well, that was as touching of a scene as I've ever seen in my life. It's beautiful to see you and your dad interact like that. And I hope you're ready to get back on the horse.
I'm getting back on the horse. I'm trusting myself, going back to the basics.
Let's go.
No scouring the rosters, no scouring the expert opinions. I'm doing what I know is best this week. I've got 4 picks, and here we go.
Let's go. Okay, game number 1. We got Maryland taking on SMU at Maryland Saturday, 7:30 on FS1. Both teams 2-0. Pretty similar stats across the board. What is your heart telling you to do?
We're going Maryland -2.5. So, like you said, both teams have good offenses. Both teams score a ton of points. But Maryland has the better quarterback. He's got the better supporting cast around him. They've got more talent top to bottom. So SMU, they have a great quarterback, but he doesn't have as many pieces around him, and they have a shockingly bad pass defense. Last year, they were 124th in the nation stopping the pass, giving up 280 yards a game almost. The younger Tungavaloa brother is going to tear them apart. And SMU is going to score too, but I don't think they're going to quite keep up. Their coach from last year, Sonny Dykes, all-time great offensive mind. He's left for the TCU job. His replacement was the offensive coordinator from last year, so you might think, hey, they'll pick up right where they left off. That guy didn't have anything to do with it last year. Sonny Dykes doesn't let anybody call the plays but him, so I think it's going to be a big loss. I don't think this offensive coordinator is going to carry over at all. I think Maryland is going to win big in a shootout here. So we're going Maryland -2.5.
Maryland -2.5. Game 2, we've got Troy headed to App State Saturday at 3:30 on ESPN Plus. App State just had that big upset of Texas A&M last week. Quarterback Chase Bryce off to a hot start with 7 passing touchdowns so far this year. Both 1-1, and App State looks like they're favored by 12.5. Who are you going with?
All right. Back to the basics, college football 101. We're taking Troy plus 12.5. So anytime a team wins a huge game like this, especially a huge upset, they're down the next week. You've seen it for years in college football. They're kids, they're emotional. Physically, they shot their load to hold on to that lead last week. That was a great ball game. They're the under-talented team, huge win. Physically, they're going to be drained after that. But even more so, mentally and emotionally, they're going to be drained. Nick Saban, if you'll recall, he talks about rat poison all the time. When everybody's telling you how good you are and you think you're the best, that's rat poison. That's what App State's got this week. They're going to go back to campus. They're going to go back to Boone. They're the superstars. They won the huge game against A&M. Biggest win of these kids' lives. And they're going to feel great all week. And they got game day coming to town. Game day, since that upset over Texas A&M is coming to Boone. They're going to be on cloud 9, and they're not going to be focused all week. So we think their heads are going to be in the clouds for this game. And Troy, even without all of that situation, I still would like Troy getting all these points. They are rock solid. They just don't lose games by this wide of a margin. Usually they're never a great team, but over the years, they're always rock solid. They're Troy's in Alabama. They recruit all these Southern kids that don't quite make it to the Georgias and the Alabamas and the Auburns. So they've got plenty of talent. You'll recall last year we only beat them by 9.
Yep.
It wasn't too long ago that they went to LSU and won. So Troy, they're used to playing in these tough road environments. They're used to keeping games close. So we're definitely happy to take them plus 12.5 against App State here.
Troy plus 12.5. App State, you heard it here first from the expert. They are physically drained after shooting their load last week. Game number 3, number 13, Miami travels to take on the aforementioned number 24, Texas A&M in College Station at 9 p.m. on ESPN. Miami is 2-0. Looked like they were struggling a little bit to get going against Southern Miss last week. So interestingly enough, Texas A&M and their Yell leaders look like they're favored by 5 going into this game. What does the expert's heart tell him to do?
All right, the pick here is Texas A&M -5. So we just talked about the rat poison. Well, this one is the rat antidote because Texas A&M, they got a load shot onto them. They didn't shoot them. So they're going to be, I just come up with that. They're going to be focused all week. They've been knocked down a peg or 10 here. They're going to be embarrassed. They're going to be laser focused all week in practice. They know they're not the best thing in the world anymore. They've been humbled. And not only that, with that loss, this is a must win. If you look at the schedule, if you're in the SEC and you've got any hopes of having any type of a good year, which A&M, they surely think that they're good down there in College Station. You cannot lose 2 non-conference games in a row and then go into that buzzsaw that's the SEC. So this is a absolute must win for them. They're going to be focused. In Miami, it would be nice for them to win this game, but it's not a must win for them. And as good as their quarterback, Tyler Van Dyke, has looked at times, and their new coach, Cristobal, who they're very excited about down there, they've not proven anything yet. So we are not willing to take them on the road against an SEC team yet. We're going to take the highly focused, highly motivated, highly humbled Texas A&M Aggies -5 here.
I like that pick. Sometimes you just got to wipe yourself off and get back out there. All right. Is it time for our pick of the week?
It is the pick of the week.
The moment you've all been waiting for. The Folly Beach Bachelor Party, back to the basics, pick of the week. We have Charlotte headed your way to Atlanta to take on Georgia State Saturday, 7 p.m. ESPN Plus. Neither team has won a game. Georgia State has looked decent in both of their losses, though. Favored by 19 points. Who do you got?
Well, if we weren't going to the Georgia game versus South Carolina at Williams-Brice, I might pay the $7 or whatever it would take to get into this game here and watch Georgia State. But yeah, like you said, two teams without a win. The difference is one team has looked good, one team hasn't. And we're taking the team that's looked good. We're taking Georgia State -19. So they've played North Carolina. They've played South Carolina. They only lost by 7 to a North Carolina team that looks pretty good this year. And without not 1, but 2 blocked punts by our Gamecocks, we would have been in an absolute dogfight in that game. Georgia State led in the third quarter of that game. So they're a good team. There's no question about it. They were good last year. They look even better this year. And most importantly, they haven't won yet. They have to win. This is a must-win game for them. They can't afford to look past Charlotte at all, even though we know they're a lot better than them. So they're going to be laser focused. They're going to be motivated. And Charlotte, on the other hand, They're terrible. They've lost 3 games this year. They lost to Florida Atlantic by 30. They lost to William and Mary by 14. And then last week they lost to Maryland by 35. The defense is completely shot. They're horrible. They can't stop anybody. And we know Georgia State can run the ball well. We know they can throw it a little bit. So we are very willing to take Georgia State at almost 3 touchdown favorite here. They're motivated. They're better. Charlotte's terrible. It's simple. Georgia State minus 19.
There you have it. We are back and better than ever. That will do it for this week's picks. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching, subscribe to the YouTube channel. What are you doing? Not only do you get this, but you get Beyond the Bark with Kobe Silver's NFL picks. Go ahead, subscribe to the podcast as well. New podcast drops every Monday. Got a good one this week. Danny Foxworth is on to talk about the Charleston Lowgators. I appreciate y'all for listening. On behalf of Brett and the expert, I am Brandon Silvers. We are out.